What's up everyone? Pastor Jams here back with another review, and today we're doing a track review because one of my favorite artists, one of the most popular artists, and one of the most talented young artists has been coming out with new singles and a new track recently, and I'm talking about David. If you don't know who David is, I mean, his track Romantic Homicide picked up a lot of traction in 2022 and 2023. He had an amazing year in terms of music, releasing an album of sorts, I guess you could say, um, but really turning heads, especially given how young he is, his humble upbringing, and just the his music in general. The kid, he's very poetic. He writes amazing music. He actually recorded his number one song, "Romantic Homicide," in his sister's closet on an iPhone. So I think that's really interesting, and something that you know very, like I said, humble beginnings and an upbringing, not really looking for the fame or anything. Though to me, especially given how young he is, I mean, I love seeing that, especially with artists, solo artists. Always looking forward to expressing themselves and just throwing their music out there. Not really looking forward to the money or the fame, although he has quite a following now with 23 million listeners on Spotify. I could only imagine what Apple Music looks like. Anyways, so David Anthony Burke from Queens, New York, just came out with his new track on March 8th. He also came out with two singles in February, Leaving Her in 2016, which I enjoyed as well. But My House Is Not a Home, a 4-minute track that just came out, like I said, on March 8th. And the track itself, I feel like, maybe possibly teasers to this new album, but no, it's actually leading up to his upcoming tour, which he is going to be performing throughout the summer and sorts, and even going to the UK. I mean, the kid is 18 years old, and I think that's really amazing for him. In terms of the track, it's really slow. You have these majestic piano sounds. Most of his music is alternative and indie R&B styled. You have rock influence in there as well, which I think is an amazing mix, and something that he pulls off very well. A sound that most people, in my opinion, um, I think that that sound has kind of died out, or maybe it's not really so relevant anymore. But the way that he presents it, especially with his amazing, beautiful poetry, it's just something fresh and exciting that comes to the table, considering how young he is and stuff like that. And not saying that old people can't make this type of music either. I'm just saying that it's always nice to see like a fresh artist come into the industry and present something that it's really difficult. Like if you got to when you think about it, it's really difficult for anyone to come into the industry that's new and fresh and stuff like that. So for him to have such quite the following and to have an the amazing talent that he does, it's phenomenal. And you also have like these random, not random, but you have these instances of like these loud clashes where like the beat kind of drops and the chorus takes place. It's very explosive, emotional, and very sensitive in a way where the whole track essentially is him uh, kind of feeling vulnerable and very emotional, talking to this girl who is kind of toxic, very emotionally abusive in a way, an alcoholic, and just kind of beating him down this whole time, and talking shit to him and this and that. So now he's trying to move on or whatever, and however he is still kind of tied down with that toxic grasp that she has, which I find very relatable and something that it's very moving, especially uh, coming someone from like a young kid. People shouldn't be going through stuff like that at such a young age, but it's very like wow, like eye opening to see and hear something like that. And the whole track, very, like I said, very amazing, very beautiful. And unfortunately, I thought this was going to be teasers to an upcoming album or an EP, but no, it looks like it's going to be a tour and not necessarily an album. I mean, I hope so. Hopefully, it comes out. But from what I'm understanding, it's going to be a tour. So let me know what you all think about David, his latest release on March 8th. My house is not home. I thought it was amazing. Put this in the awesome jams category. Link in the description below if you want to check it out. And hopefully you're all looking forward to the next review. Pass the jams out.